What up? 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 YouTube. Yeah, and now this week there's no vlog. You get me? There's no episode of Behind the Winds. And I think this is something that I can do. Because vlogging every week, being honest with you, it's possible but not possible, because some weeks, like this week, it's boring. Some weeks it's entertaining, like the other week when I showed you guys coming back. So I feel like if I have nothing to vlog about that week, I'm just gonna come talk to y'all and talk about the things that I've learned during this week and how the journey to 30k rand per month is going and how the Behind the Winds is going. So yeah, as you saw by the title of this video, okay, I don't even know what's the title, but I know it's gonna be something to do with surrendering. But there's this other song from Navy Blue, which is called the first song of his new album. I think it's called Commandment, something like that. Just search up the album Surrender, like S-I-R, Render, and then the first song over there. And there's a line that says over there, surrender taught me that peace could be obtained. Surrendering taught me peace could be obtained. So, for me personally, man, I've surrendered. And you might be wondering, what do you mean that you have surrendered? What have you surrendered at, Sihle? And I've surrendered in thinking that I know it all. I've surrendered in my stubborn mindset. I've surrendered in just everything. My old identity, my old beliefs, my old all of these things, I've just surrendered. Let me tell you. So, as y'all know, I started this journey back in 2024. Yeah, 2024. 2 years in this game. It's always like this, but it's fun. 2024, I started this game and I've always, like, had a hunger mindset, and I've always wanted to win, because whatever game that I'm playing in and I'm curious about, I always want to win. So I came into this game. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a business. Everybody says starting a dropshipping business is easy. Everybody says starting an agency, it's easy. So I fell for the trap. I went into the agency space. Being honest with you, let me not rush into the story. Let me go back. I started for the dropshipping, e-commerce. Everyone I know who starts with online business has to start over here. Everyone. So I started also over here. And guess what happened? You don't have enough funds for this thing. Okay, it's fine. Let me go there and start an agency. Agency, same thing. Trying to start a business. I did agency for like 2 years, and every single time I keep on repeating this, but I want you all to see that I'm the same as you. And when I make it up, you guys are gonna see Esihle was actually the same as us. So he can, if he was able to do this, I can also do this, because we're relating to this thing. You get me? So I started the agency, then I felt demotivated and stopped. Started demotivated and stopped. Let me list all of the agencies that I've started. Web design agency, marketing agency, AI automation agency. What other agency have I started? Content agency. What's the other one? Yeah, I think those are the main 4 agencies that I've started. And all of them failed. And let me be honest with you, the business model did not fail. I'm the one that failed the business model. What do I mean by that? I was trying to do a business model that seemed easy, because everybody said it's easy. I never really knew that when it comes to business is one of the hardest things to actually reach success. But I was always like towards myself, I know manifestation. I know all of these things. I'm with the Lord. I'm with God. God is gonna make this business flow so easily for me. It's not even gonna be hard. Lying towards myself, because I don't want to surrender to realizing that I don't know anything about business. So this happened for 2.5 years. 2 years of me trying to start a business and always failing within the 3rd week or within a couple of 2 to 3 months. Then I just stop. Why? Because I never surrendered. I was holding in, because I'm a very stubborn person. You trying to tell me advice? Nigga, who are you? So I'm a very stubborn person. And I was also stubborn within myself when it came to this goal. of actually wanting to reach success. Because I see people online showing their Lamborghinis and they're all my age, they're in Miami and all of these things. I'm like, hey boo, let me then do an agency, let me then do e-commerce. But then it's not as easy as what you think it is. And I'm very good at spotting patterns. And the pattern that I've seen when a person starts an agency is they first learn a skill and then they take that skill and brought it out into an agency. If you look at Brez started off as a clothing brand and then he took the skill that he learned in clothing brand, which was ads, and now is doing an ads agency. There's many more examples, but I can't think of some right now. But I saw the pattern. Everybody first learned a skill and then took that skill and made it an agency or a business. Or used that money that they funded from their skills and created something big. So for me, this week, I literally sat down and I lied. And I was like to myself, I need to surrender. I need to realize that I don't know anything about business. I don't know it. Like, I don't know nothing about business. You've been doing this cycle for 2.5 years. You don't know anything about a business, Esihle. Because think about it, Esihle. E-commerce, you need a website. You need to know how to create a good website. You need to know how to run ads. You need to know how to have good email marketing. You need to know how to have good organic marketing. You need to know, like, you see, already 4 or 5 skills. And as a beginner business model, heck, see, how am I gonna master all 5 of these things to already, scale up to big numbers? Okay, let's look at an agency. You need to know sales skills, appointment setting, and closing. You need to know what you might call the service that you're delivering. Let's say delivering marketing. You need to know how to do your marketing. Then, what else goes into an agency? Onboarding and client retention and LTV. That's another skill. That's already 4. And maybe I'm forgetting something, but I'm also going to say 4 to 5 skills already. And as a beginner, me trying to then learn 4 to 5 skills from the get-go, oh, I'm not thinking straight, my brother. Young Bamba, I'm not thinking straight. So, once I realized this, I just sat down and I surrendered. I talked to myself, or let me say this, I talked to the Lord. And I was like, Lord, I don't know. I don't know anything about business. I don't know jack about business. I've been trying this thing for 2.5 years and nothing is clicking. I know the basics of business, but business is not just knowing the basics. You need to actually have skills required to produce a business. It's not just one skill of business. You need to have a skill on top of another skill and on top of another skill and on top of another skill. Then you become valuable towards your clients. And me, I have no skills. Because every time I try and learn a skill, within the first month, second month, I learn to do another skill. So you see, I was always going like this with my skills. So I just said to the Lord, I don't know anything about business. I don't know it. And it's best I just surrender and do some and learn a skill. This was one of the most humbling experiences that I've ever experienced in this past 2 years of being in this game. Oh, so humbling. I'm like, yo, so I'm really not gonna be able to flex on Instagram that that I have an agency doing 100k per month. Damn. I'm not gonna be able to flex that my e-com store is doing $1 million a month. Damn. Yo, but I'm not sure am I gonna do this. No, basically let's do agency. But then something hit me again saying, hey, surrender is here. You don't know anything. Surrender. Then I listened to that album of Gain from Navy Blue, Surrender. And that part came again. Surrender told me peace could be obtained. Then once I surrendered, peace was obtained. I was just... That's literally what happened. I was just like... I felt like something just left me. And literally the following day, I started applying for high ticket sales. Yes, I'm going back to high ticket sales. It makes sense. High ticket sales aligns with the things that I enjoy. I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy helping people. I don't have to start a business and stress of not having enough skills. What else? It's going to help me build my charismatic skills and learning how to persuade people. Like, it's a skill that's a non-negotiable. So, I'm going to learn into high ticket sales. But But what, man? Why am I saying but? So I landed into high ticket sales. I started applying, and literally the following day, people started reaching back to me. I liked your Loom video. How about to hop on an interview? Oh, I like the way you talk. I like your charismaticness. How about to open an interview? I already have 2 opportunities waiting for me already. The moment I surrendered. The moment I realized I don't know anything. And since I don't know anything, it's best I start from the drawing board and realize that it's best for me to learn a skill, so that once I can learn a skill, in the upcoming years, you will be something big, essentially. Because think about it, you're still 18. If you can learn high ticket sales for 3 years, 19, 20, 21, and 21 you can start your agency. You can start any agency that you want and you can make big racks because you already have the skill of sales, and you just stack on another skill, which is, let's say you want to do marketing. I do marketing, and then guess what? Record months. Why? Because I learned a skill first. So I surrendered my old beliefs, surrendered my old thinking, and now I'm embodying the frequency of mind that already has it all. So if y'all see my YouTube blowing up, I already knew it was gonna blow up, nigga. If y'all see me getting a 6-pack, you know I don't even have a 6-pack. Think about that. I exercise so much ever since I was grade 1. So 7 years old, I've been exercising, and I still don't have a 6-pack. Yo, okay, let me not vent. Yo, but when you see me having a 6-pack, I already knew I was gonna have it. I already knew all things flow towards me. I worship a God that's just giving, because Matthew 7:7 says, ask and you shall receive. So I worship a God that's giving. I asked the Lord for this, and He will give me that. If only I believe, though, which is Mark 11:24. So, let me not hit y'all with the Bible verses, but from my side to your side, what I want to say is, I know this video is going to be one of the greatest videos in the upcoming years, is you to surrender. If you have been trying to do this online business stuff, you've been trying to actually break through this success and actually do something for yourself, but nothing's clicking, surrender. Be honest with yourself and tell yourself, I don't know anything about business. Yes, it's humbling. Trust me, I also felt humbled. I didn't like that feeling, and it had to be done. So just tell yourself, I don't know anything about business. I don't know anything about agency. I don't know anything about e-commerce. Then once you do that, ask yourself, okay, what's a skill that I want to learn, which I know will be valuable in the next upcoming years, so not only towards me, but for my future businesses that I want to open. Once you get that answer, man, yeah, it's right. So, surrender taught me peace could be obtained. Surrender will teach you that peace will be obtained. So surrender. That's today's video. And yeah, man, surrender. Crazy. It's crazy, bro. Just surrender and give it to the Lord. Then after surrendering, just enjoy the process of you going to the successful state. Because if you believe you're going to be successful, why then are you worrying if you're going to be successful or not? So just enjoy the process of getting to that success. So, thank you. God bless you. Surrender. And let's enjoy ourselves, man. 14 minutes. If you can't stay 14 minutes on a video, something's wrong with you, man.